Hello. Thank you, everyone. If I could ask all teachers and students to be seated. Good morning, staff, current and previous students, family members, and live stream viewers. We would like to extend a special welcome to Katie Sargent from Townsville Catholic Education, who has come to celebrate with us today. For those of you who don't know us, my name is Joshua Rath, and accompanying me is Sam Fatinos. Together, we are your journey captains for 20.
That this land has always been a place of teaching, learning, and sharing knowledge. As a school community, we commit to fostering a spirit of reconciliation and respect as we walk together, one in land, one in spirit, one in faith, and united in God's love.
I now invite Jacob and Chelsea to pray.
Good morning. We begin our prayer in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Lord, in your wisdom you have given us the gift of knowledge and the power to learn. We come before you today to ask for your blessing on our academic journey. Guide us, O Lord, in our studies, that we may gain wisdom and understanding.
Help us to focus our minds and hearts on our learning. Grant us the strength to overcome challenges and the perseverance to strive for excellence in all our academic endeavours. May we use the knowledge we gain to serve others and glorify your name. Bless our teachers, mentors, and classmates, that together we may create a supportive and enriching environment for learning. Keep us humble in our successes and reliant in our setbacks. Lord, let your light shine upon us and fill us with your grace, so that we may grow not only in knowledge, but also in compassion, integrity, and faith. Stay with us, Lord. Amen.
To lead our national anthem today, we are lucky to have Charlie and Loriana. In a respectful manner, I invite everyone to stand up and join in singing.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth of toil, our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage to advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing, advance Australia fair. Beneath our radiant southern cross, we'll toil with hearts and hands to make this commonwealth of ours renowned of all the lands. For those who've come across the seas, we've boundless plains to share. In courage let us all combine to advance Australia fair. In joyful strength, and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Thank you. Please be seated.
I would now like to invite our college principal, Candy, to make her address.
Good morning, everyone. And a special good morning to the parents who are joining us here this morning, parents, grandparents, family members, to celebrate our assembly today. and a very warm welcome to all of you who are on the live stream. So in Emmaus Hall today, we have some very special guests who have come back to celebrate, and they're behind me. And they are some of our Year 12s who graduated from last year. So you're very welcome. And I said to some of you before that it's almost like you're in two worlds. You're in this world, but you're out of this world. But I want to start with, can I tell you, when you come to Ryan, you're never really out of this world. You're always inside our family. So welcome back. But for all of us here, I'd like to talk today about why we call this occasion the Culture of Excellence Assembly, and not as a few other schools call theirs, which is fine too. Some other schools call it the Scholars' Assembly, an Academic Assembly, or a Graduates' Assembly. So I'd like to actually delve into why we call it this particular name. So we're going to delve into the essence of what excellence, by understanding what excellence means at Ryan. Excellence, or arete in Greek, is more than just achieving a grade. It's actually certainly never about perfection either. None of us have been made perfect, but we've been made in the human dignity of God, which is close to that. So it's about consistently reaching your highest potential through what I would like to think are unselfish ways. So reaching potential unselfishly. And this actually embodies the qualities of virtue, integrity, and distinction. Now, distinction is a word that we don't normally use. It's not really a popular word. But I've got to really unpack that with you this morning to understand what excellence means at Ryan. So distinction is actually ensuring that you have a clear focus to get the job done while not backing out on your other responsibilities. It's about balancing big things when things become tough. I watched the men's Australian Open final, the tennis, okay? And the winner of the Australian Open's tennis was a fellow from Italy named Yannick Sinner. Now, Yannick Sinner, he was asked to comment straight away after he'd finished his match, full of emotion, full of excitement. And when I watched that telecast, I actually took this note way back then, weeks and weeks ago, because I knew I wanted to use it with you this morning. He said this: what are you feeling right now? And how do you think you made the grade to be able to get here? And his words were, beautifully, he said, "I love to dance in a pressure storm." And I thought about it and I said, what does that mean? I love to dance in a pressure storm. So when the pressure's greatest, he actually looked at it really positively with the aspect of dancing in the pressure storm, not being burdened by it, not thinking, gee, I can't do this, this is too much pressure for me. I love to dance in a pressure storm. I thought that was excellent. And so I'd like to think that this crew behind me and some of the students who couldn't be here today actually had that outlook. So the word culture, I've talked about excellence. The word culture derives from a Latin word, and it's called colare. So colare actually means it's to tend the earth and to grow, or cultivation. So if you can put that excellence, doing your best, with this thing called culture, growing, cultivating the soil, that's us. That's why we call it the Culture of Excellence Assembly. So it's preparing the environment so that people know they can and they want to flourish and grow. So this means at Ryan, we are very clear and purposeful in the conditions we expect of you in your classrooms, the way you behave and the way you engage in the learning. It's about being clear on what we do not want or need to see in our classrooms. That creates a bad culture, or colare. So true culture is actually built from Year 5 all the way through to Year 12. And you know, there are other schools too that hold this sort of occasion just for invited guests, not for the whole school. We purposefully do that differently because I believe you cannot be who you cannot see. And so having our youngest on this campus, seeing the graduated oldest from our college is really important. You too can grow into who you need to be by seeing it can be done. Not by someone else in some other place, but right here at Ryan. So I've also heard with this culture, some of you have said to me actually, Candy, the school's got a bit stricter. It's a bit stricter now. And you know what? That's music to my ears. I love to dance in a pressure storm. And it's about following through on our Kalare expectations. It's about following through on our culture. What does it mean to be at Ryan? It doesn't mean to be strict. It actually means about we know who we are and what we stand for, and we have a culture of excellence, like these students behind us. So we have got that Kalare culture of excellence, so we can provide the best platform for you and normalise excellence. I want you to know in your hearts and in your feet and in your head, being excellent is normal. It's a normal function of your attendance and your decision to be students here at Ryan. So creating culture takes time, and sometimes it's a little uncomfortable. And the Pope before our current Pope, Pope Francis, his name was Pope Benedict XVI, he says, the world offers you comfort, but you were not made for comfort. You were made for greatness. And I needed you here today to be able to see who has succeeded and being part of building our culture. Today we hopefully will see Kalare come to the front right before our eyes with these students on stage who we now celebrate and commend on their embracing of our culture of excellence, our Kalare. It's my pleasure now to invite you to take part and to witness our Kalare of excellence in action. Thank you for listening, everyone.
Thank you, Candy. This year is our chance. A chance to learn, a chance to engage, a chance to be the student that you want to be in 2024. Now, you might be asking yourself, but Josh, how do I actually apply myself fully? Well, a few useful strategies that you can start doing right now could be assigning an organised space and designated time for your studies, breaking down your goals into manageable pieces, or even just doing an extra 10 minutes of study.
All of this and more is easily achievable with the support and guidance of everyone around you. 2024 is the year that we challenge you to actively seek out and engage in the abundance of resources and opportunities available for you at our college. After all, it is every teacher's best interest to help us, so don't be afraid to ask those extra questions, participate more in those important discussions, and do your best to achieve your fullest potential.
We will shortly recognise our 2023 alumni, and will acknowledge those who have achieved outstanding results through the culmination of their studies, which are as a result of their dedication and hard work applied to their academic endeavours. However, it is without a doubt that they too have encountered obstacles which required resilience, optimism, and unwavering determination to overcome failure. Winston Churchill describes that success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.
Our college theme for 2024 is, "Then their eyes were opened, and they recognised him. He'd been made known to them in the breaking of the bread." The story of Emmaus is one of revelation, understanding, and transformation, much like the academic journey you embrace on. A journey not marked by immediate triumphs or previous mistakes, but through perseverance and dedication, where valuable lessons are learned and success is achieved. Let the Emmaus story inspire you to open your eyes to the learning that surrounds you, to recognise the wisdom in every challenge, and to be the best you can be. Look for good, strive for better, and be your best. I would now like to invite our Deputy Principal of Pedagogy and Learning, Kristen, to acknowledge the outstanding achievements of our 2023 graduates.
Thank you, Josh and Sam. The Culture of Excellence Assembly over the past few years has become a Ryan Catholic College tradition. It allows us to celebrate the successes of our graduating cohort from the previous years. It seems like only yesterday they were with us, and it is very exciting to share an excerpt of where they are now. I now have the honour of introducing our guest speaker this morning, Loveth Kazoom. Loveth is a genuinely academic all-rounder. She has a tenacious work ethic and strives for perfection in everything she does, and has been rewarded with the admission to the School of Medicine at James Cook University starting this year. Loveth not only studied hard, but made time to be service of her community, and during most of her school holidays she undertook numerous extracurricular and volunteering opportunities. Loveth was recognised with the college community last year, winning the Townsville City Council Award for service. Please welcome our guest speaker today, Loveth Kazoom.
Good morning, everyone. This is very nerve-wracking, so I might be a little nervous today, but I'll try my best. For those who don't know me, my name is Loveth Kazoom, and I was recently a student here at Ryan Catholic College between 2018 and 2023. Currently, I got admitted to study a Bachelor degree of Medicine and Surgery at James Cook University, and I'll be commencing my first year in a few days. Early in my life, it had always been my dream to become a surgeon, and I believe most of us today all have dreams and goals we want to achieve in life. But once I started researching on how to become a surgeon, I learned that the career I wanted to pursue required a lot of effort and perseverance. So my efforts first began in high school. Personally, I believe high school is the first section of our lives in which we are given the opportunity to build a path to our dream. To study medicine, I made sure I chose the prerequisite subjects my course required, which for medicine was math methods, chemistry, and English. Your aspiration may be different, but I believe that Ryan's Career Guide is a very supportive team and can definitely benefit you in the future. I took my time to attend many of the programs the school offered for students that related to my desired field of study, some of which included the First Aid Training, the JCU Uni X, and the High School Health Careers Program. In the High School Health Careers Program, which was conducted at the Townsville Hospital, attending students had the opportunity to perform many hands-on medical practices, such as tracheal intubation and intravenous infusion. In simple terms, we were allowed to inject medicine into a vein and help someone breathe. Of course, they were all on mannequins, but it was definitely a very great experience, and it really helped certify my decision to pursue a career in health. These programs were all great opportunities provided by the school, to which I'm still very grateful for, because they have all benefited me greatly in life. But just my efforts during school were not enough to help me chase my dreams. To further aid in my pursuit for a career in medicine, I participated in other programs outside of school. This included work experience in the local GPs here in Townsville, where I got to work with patients, kind of participate in a few surgeries, although I was mainly watching, but they were really great experiences. And I also got into volunteering at the Good Shepherd Home and the Ronald McDonald House. These programs further benefited me as they gave me an insight into what my career would entail. And throughout high school, I was consistent in my efforts to become a surgeon. And my journey was filled with many hours of continuous study and revision, many hours devoted to completing my homework and my assessments, and others devoted to research in various topics. But there were also times in which I needed to seek help from my teachers, my friends, and my parents. And I'm very thankful that they really were my support, and they helped me throughout that journey. My journey was hard, it was long, sometimes draining, and I know that's the same for most of us here too. And there were times I too experienced many challenges, such as not doing my homework, forgetting my homework, arguing with my friends, and even sometimes my grades dropped. My maths teacher would know. And there were also times where I missed important deadlines. But all these experiences and these challenges built in me resilience, capacity, and determination. And as a result of those skills, I was able to persevere, graduate with an IATA score, and become a medical student, which marks the next section of achieving my dream. Here at Rarian, the dedication of the teachers, the school curriculum, and the community have all been instrumental to what I've achieved so far. And I believe it'll be the same for you all. So I encourage us all to please dream big, and because of the support of both your parents and the school, you too can make your dreams a reality. Just before I leave, I just want to leave us with a message. This is one of my biggest regrets in high school, actually. It's not living in the moment. And I say this because a lot of us, it's really good to focus on your education, that's a fact. But it's also good to take in the opportunities the school provide. This includes, participating in sports, in other events. If you can't swim, like at a swimming carnival, like I can't, just do your best in cheering for your teammates, your colleagues, your peers, and really put in an effort into participating in those opportunities that come your way. And trust me when I say this, those memories you make will be like I like to say your memory is your pool of emotion. When you look back at those memories, it's like whenever you fish for a memory, you experience that thing once again. And really when you're going through a difficult time, those memories and those emotions you felt will be very beneficial to you. So once again, I encourage all of us here to live in the moment, try your best, love yourself, and never give up. Thank you.
Thank you, Loveth, for addressing the students. We are very proud to have you as an alumni at our college. You will remain a great inspiration and motivation to all the students who have heard from you here today.
At the end of 2023, we acknowledged the academic achievements of our students in years 5 to 11. And we left the Year 12 academic awards to this special presentation as we had to wait for their final results to be released. So today, we have the pleasure in awarding the following subject awards. Subject awards are given to students who are at the top of their class at the end of the academic year. It is my pleasure to announce the following students have been awarded. Jolie Barbagello, Food and Nutrition and Religion and Ethics. Josh Barrett, Information, Communication and Technology. Hallie Blackley, Religion and Ethics. Shantae Booth, Fashion. Owen Burton, Mathematical Methods, Specialist Maths, Physics and Chemistry. Natalie Campbell, Ancient History and Religion and Ethics. Cherry Cho, Japanese and Biology. Nathan Cyril, Physical Education. Hayley Davis, Essential English. Jamin Giandon, Physical Education. Alessandra Higgins, Religion and Ethics. Donna James, Accounting. Khalees James, Geography. Jack Lean, Information Communication and Technology. Elsa McDonald, Modern History. Ella Ma, Essential English. Chelsea Mazzato, Religion and Ethics. Bree McCallion, Film, Television and New Media. Jade McGlynn Galeozzi, Design. Caden Meekus, Engineering Skills. Amelia Monk, Health and Religion and Ethics. Emma Monks, Social and Community Studies and Drama. Grace Poole, Accounting, English and Engineering. Isabella Riley, and on behalf of Isabella, her younger sister Sophie is collecting her award because she's in Italy. Literature, Mathematical Methods and Italian. Isabella. Lucy Roberts, Legal Studies. Ruby Robinson, Furnishing Skills. Calvin Smith, English, Digital Solutions and Visual Arts. Amelia Taylor, General Mathematics, Food and Nutrition and Religion and Ethics. Nakia Trelaw, Essential Maths. Talia Viney, Visual Arts and Practice. Joseph Wood, Study of Religion. Ava Zola, Religion and Ethics. Please join me in congratulating our subject prize winners for 2023.
I would now like to introduce Chelsea, who will be performing Schumann's Fantasy Piece No. 1, accompanied by Ryan Christopherson on the piano. Chelsea demonstrates the true essence of grit, working hard, both on her schooling and music endeavours. Please welcome her.
Thank you, Chelsea, for the performance. I would now like to invite Candy to present the Dux and Proxime Award recipients for 2024.
Thank you, Sam. At the end of 2023, we took the opportunity to issue the majority of our special awards to our Year 12 students at our graduation ceremony. However, there were two very special awards that we could not issue, our Dux and our Proxima Accessit. The word Dux comes from the Latin word for leader. At Ryan Catholic College, as at many schools, the title of Dux is awarded to the academic leader of a cohort, a student who has achieved excellence in not just one but several subject areas, and a student whose dedication to study and commitment to personal improvement is reflected in that high achievement. Similarly, the words Proxima Accessit come from Latin, and they translate literally to came very near. In our 2023 cohort, I think the emphasis should be placed on the word very. Our Dux and our Proxima both distinguish themselves with their work ethic and their academic performance. It is now my pleasure to announce that our 2023 College Proxima Accessit is Declan Tetley. And Declan also begins his journey in medicine at JCU in a couple of days. And it gives me equal pleasure and much delight to announce that our 2023 Dux of Ryan Catholic College is Owen Burton. And Owen has been accepted into his Bachelor of Engineering. He's not quite sure which division of engineering he's going to engage in, but we look forward to seeing that. Can you please give our two gentlemen up here a big round of applause? Great effort. Thank you.
That brings us to the end of our assembly. To Elizabeth, Chloe, Malcolm, Ashley, Fletcher, Ryan, Melissa, Nicole, Ethan, Harry, and our most recent alumni, thank you. Musicians Charlie, Katie, Loriana, Kane, and Chelsea, we also thank you. The live stream has now come to an end. Thank you to all who have joined us today via live stream.